I don't know why they left me on this, but it's the rough subdivision. It's all, it's no big deal. I don't make it. I guess I sort of started out on this thing and Ray just sort of always.
Yep. We're ready?
You're ready.
Well, welcome. Those in the room and those that are wherever they're at. Appreciate you being here.
Our view and witness. Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm just gonna put the camera on us, so it's more than just the city logo.
Okay. Up to par on this is the mayor's not up to par. So I'll need everybody's help on this, but the agenda items for this is a discussion or an action to approve the Morgan City, Utah RDA commercial incentive application submitted by John Patterson for the rehabilitation project of Morgan City's historical Vallis Hotel, located at 177 North Commercial Street. Has anybody got any comments?
I do. I have a question.
Okay.
So I went through here, Ty, and it's very similar to what we discussed, last time we met. My only question was, so do we require any type of a timeline on this, or is this allotments from the RDA paid kind of at the back end of this?
Yeah, it's on a reimbursement basis. So we usually on the application or when we approve it, we ask the applicant how much time they need, right? And there's no magic to that. Before we put the timeline like at the end of the year, we did typically it's a 1 year. That's what we do, but we haven't really discussed that with John if he needs more or less time than that. And then if you remember, one of the projects went past the year. We just came in, gave an update and went from there, but we had the money set aside and it's on a reimbursement basis. So we don't front load it.
Which makes it the question I just asked sort of a moot point, is that we really, does it matter if there's a timeline or not? Because we're not going to pay them until the project gets started.
Yeah. Yeah. And I would also just say like right now is probably less of a concern just because of materials and supplies chains and getting contractors. I'm just saying like there's, so little in the control, but once the money is obligated, then I keep track of that and make sure that we don't double book it, you know what I mean? Or over obligate it. So, and well, the money is not being spent. It's probably making like 0.75% interest in the.
You're lucky. 0.07 on a 12-month CD. So.
Saved it for you.
Put it in a coffee can, put it in the backyard.
John, this is your second visit, or do you have any updates or changes from before, from prior?
None.
Okay. We didn't have a resolution last visit. Remind me why John's here for the second time.
We just introduced it last time
Okay.
and then made it an action item
Okay.
for this meeting. And so
I think last time.
We didn't have a resolution.
Last time we did not have the resolution
Ready.
We pretty much talked about all the
Right.
ins and outs of the project and what his plans
Yeah,
were.
I think most of the questions were answered.
Most of the questions were answered then, I believe.
Anybody else have any?
We can make this really fast if we wanted.
Yeah.
Mayor, I'd be willing to propose a motion and propose that we adopt resolution R22-02, a resolution approving the Morgan City, Utah RDA commercial incentive application submitted by John Patterson for the rehabilitation project of Morgan City's historic Vallis Hotel located at 177 North Commercial Street in Morgan, Utah.
Here we have a motion from Dave, and do we have a second?
Second.
Second from Tony. Oh, this one,
Just any discussion on it?
is there any discussion on this motion? So. Vote. Tony,
Aye.
Aye.
Jeff.
Aye.
Jeffrey.
Aye, David.
Eric.
Aye.
Hey, Gary.
This passes unanimous.
Congratulations.
Now the work starts.
Yeah, roof's next.
I'm excited. It'd be nice to see that renovated over there.
Get some life back.
Agreed. Yeah.
We found the old sign for the Morgan County News today.
How long ago was that, do you think?
No,
Was there a date on it or anything?
I think it was a sign that used to be on the building over by Wardell Brothers,
Oh.
but somehow it wound up behind the Vallis.
Huh.
Wow.
Good luck.
Okay,
You're welcome.
thank you.
Thank you.
Is there anything else that we need to discuss?
Just clarification, resolutions and ordinances both require roll call votes.
Ordinances do, resolutions don't.
So we could have voted just in the aggregate here for the resolution. We wouldn't have needed, my point, we wouldn't have needed a roll call.
All in favor.
All in favor?
Okay,
Any
Yep,
opposed?
just in favor, aye.
I'm just following the notes I have.
You're a good follower.
Either way, yeah, but yeah, there's no downside to the roll call because then you're covered.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, certainly can do it.
And the roll call is sometimes good to do when you've got an issue that's controversial or a little bit different. Roll call's good on a resolution.
Yeah, maybe different opinions.
So you got an agreement or something that some of the council would do.
And I guess while we're still on the RDA, have you set a time to go meet with the other entities, the school and the county
Nope, no, so I haven't got on their
at their agendas?
agenda, so I will just give a little RDA update. We got our property taxes from the county, but it was the wrong amount. So not based on our agreement. Now that they give us 100%, they're supposed to give us 100%, and then we pay back each entity their amount. And so I sent an email to them today. I haven't heard back, but that should be easily rectified. And then our hotel incentive is due on the 15th. And so I was hoping to have all of the money here before I sent the, first year's incentive or second year's incentive payment to the hotel, but I'll do that. So
So they didn't send you the full amount?
mm, they sent us our portion, the city's portion, on the 60/40, but we're supposed to have the 100% and then pay everybody else back because now we don't have the remaining balance. Yeah.
Because it is the Morgan City RDA, correct?
Yep. Yeah. So anyway, that's just kind of where we're at there. Just not a big deal. We'll work through it, but
I've got another question, Ty. So other than the hotel right now and the down the Vallis that we're entered into tonight, do we have anything else outstanding out there as far as RDA is concerned? All the other little projects have all
Yep.
come to fruition.
Yep.
So
and
these
we'll
are
close it out.
basically the two projects we're involved in right now.
Yeah. So we've completed 3. under the new RDA, and we have 2 in the, well, the hotel's complete. It's just the payments were, we have 8 more years left on that. And then this one project, so. Sounds like progress.
Yeah, just finished the dealership last year. Is that correct?
This is its last year, yeah. So that's the CDA. So that's different than the RDA. That's a community development area just for that one project specific. And so that's its last year.
It wasn't in the RDA.
Mm-mm. Boundaries, yeah.
Now they're all under one heading.
Now they just do,
They just do one.
they only do
Can't remember what
CDAs now, CRAs.
CRAs.
No, they're CRAs,
Community.
reinvestment agencies or areas. Yeah, but
Soon to be NRA, no, redevelopment agency.
Many meetings after this.
What, with the hotel, how is it doing? Is it through the winter? Is it keeping its
I think
occupancy up?
it doesn't really have expectation because of the full, first winter season, but it's doing okay. Had a really good summer. I think the biggest indicator is Jeannie, the manager, is participating in our county meeting. She's part of the Tourism Tax Advisory Board.
Good.
And so she's in meetings with Snow Basin and East Canyon Resort and the tubing companies and Taggarts. And so it's really nice to have her involved in kind of the community efforts going on at the county level. Make those connections.
She commented at the, which meeting was that?
The chamber.
Chamber of Commerce.
James meeting.
Quite well.
Good.
So this may not be a question you could answer, but I'll ask it anyway. Any sign of life in the 2 lots in front of the hotel, or is that something that you can comment on?
Yeah, I can't, there's been discussions, but no formal proposals. So, yeah, and really I would say the good and bad there is that the property owner has their own stipulations on what goes out in front of the hotel. Restaurant, they want them to be restaurant space because there's been proposals and stuff that didn't fit with the owners, so it's not just about selling the lots. They want it to be complementary to the hotel.
Is that still Scott's?
He's part of the partnership with that. Mhm. You have another unofficial comment? You grabbed your mic.
I was just holding on to the mic.
Okay,
I just heard one had sold,
the one had sold,
yeah, on the
the one closest
east side
to
of the drive where the Texaco station used to be.
okay. Yeah, and I noticed the sign had moved over to the other lot, so.
Well, I heard that rumor too, hence the question I just asked, so I didn't know if there was anything to it or not, but I didn't.
Well, but yeah, so, yeah, we really don't track property ownership, but and that could just be until there's a proposal, right? Like, but other activity within the RDA, since we had a 2.5-minute meeting and scheduled a half hour for it, which is awesome, by the way. You did really good on your first meeting, yeah.
Make them all like that, Steve.
But we do have a building permit that we're working on for Larry's Chicken Inn takeout. So we're
Over there.
so they're kind of back and forth right now so we do have an application on file, so it's okay to talk about that. And then the archery store is doing well.
Is it? Okay.
Well,
Did we get the right color sign in front of the building?
it's their own color, but it's good. It looks good.
I apologize.
Yeah. But on, the day we had Christmas on Commercial Street, it was nice and a lot of awareness there, but they sell Browning product. So that's kind of a nice thing there, where a lot of people still are looking for the old Browning store.
The Browning.
At least they can,
Browning, yeah.
so that's pretty much,
It's on the high end of quality stuff.
There's not Sitka in there, Mayor.
Not quite.
No.
Yeah.
Kuyu.
Yeah. We've had a couple of vehicle accidents on Commercial Street, but haven't really narrowed down what's causing that or, the type of accidents, because we don't get those reports directly. I just did get an inquiry from the newspaper why that's happening. And it's designed to maximize the parking space, but the width of the parking stalls is adequate and everything else. But I followed up on one of them to find out exactly what happened. And it was actually not what I imagined. It was that they backed out of their stall all the way across the street and hit a car across the street. And so I'm not sure we can help that through major painting. But people just aren't careful too. I mean, I think everybody notices if you've ever walked across that street, it's hard to see around cars, but that's just a concern. And I told the newspaper when they asked me, I'm kind of pleased that that's the concern, is so much activity on the street. Like if parking is our issue, it's a welcomed problem in my own personal opinion. Like instead of vacant, what do we do with these buildings? And if it's congestion and traffic and parking, it's kind of what you want in a downtown area. We'll figure it out, but
I was going to mention just that very thing the other day when I was there, that end of Commercial Street, the south end. Yeah, in fact, I made the comment to someone. They said, "Well, there may come a day we're going to have to deal with parking on this street," because it was that morning. It was almost every stall was almost filled on that end of the street. So yeah, so it's a lot busier than it used to be. That's for sure. But it is a good problem. So
yeah, a new problem. It's pretty much all I have RDA wise, so we can probably just start if you want to. You have something?
Adjourn the RDA meeting?
He hasn't yet.
Haven't yet. Have a motion? To adjourn? Or just adjourn?
you could just adjourn.
You can just adjourn.
You got the gavel, man.
You got the gavel.
Adjourn the RDA meeting.
That was a pretty wimpy tap.
Wow.
I don't, it's gonna take me years of practice.
It's a plastic table, Tony. Come on.
Yeah, right.